Well, hey everyone, and welcome back to Stuff in Excel. I'm Richard, and what I want to do is talk about some custom data sorting techniques that you can do in Excel. I think you're really going to like it. Okay, so let's start with this small data set, and we need to sort it. Let's assume that the first thing we want to do is sort this by last name, which is in column G. Now, I know normally a lot of data is over in the far left, but I moved it closer to the center of the screen just to make it a little more visually appealing. So let's say we want to sort by last name. So we're going to highlight our range of data, and then I'm going to go up to data up on the top ribbon. I'm going to click on the data tool, and then I'm going to click over here on this sort, which is right next to the filter funnel. And it brings up my data sorting window. So I'm going to sort by column G, which is where my last name is, and I'm going to hit OK. Now when I hit OK, it's going to sort this data, but it did something really weird. It sorted by last name, but look, it also sorted the headers as if they were actually pieces of data to be sorted. Why did it do that? Well, let's undo this, and we'll go back and look at what happened. So again, we've got our data highlighted. I'm going to go up to data sort, and when we look at our data sort window over on the far right, we see that we did not click the box that says my data has headers. Now, if you're going to highlight everything, including the headers, you need to click this box that says my data has headers. This will customize your sort so that it will ignore that first line and only sort the data that comes after that. So we'll click on that. Now it also changed this to where it actually uses the headers as the items that you're going to sort by. I'm going to sort by last name. When I hit OK, now it's going to leave that first line of data where it is, and it's just going to sort the names. And so here are the names. All the names have now been sorted appropriately as we need them. So let's say that this is fine. It's a vertical sort by last name. We might also want to sort it by region or by sales, but what if we want to sort this by experience? Okay, that's going to be a little bit more complex question because watch what happens when I sort this by experience. So we'll click in there, we'll go to our sort, and remember it picks up everything. I'm going to sort now by experience instead of by last name. But watch what it does. It's got high, low, and medium. High, low, and medium are in fact alphabetized, but the problem is I really don't want my high and then low and then medium. That's weird because it should be either high, medium, low, or low, medium, high, because there's an order to what these variables mean, right? Low is less than medium, medium is less than high. You need to do that. So how do I sort that data? Well, there's a way to do it within data sort. So we leave our data right here, and we're going to go click on sort again. This time we're going to go over to where it says A to Z. Now we couldn't do it. We did this A to Z. We could have done it Z to A, which would have put medium, low, high. We can see that. But what we really want is maybe low, medium, high. So we go to our data sort order, and we're going to go to custom list. Okay? And it's going to give us, so we're going to put in the orders that we want, the order of our variables, and we're going to do it separating each with a comma. So we're going to want low, comma, medium, comma, high. Now, it doesn't really matter if I alphabetize them or not. It doesn't care. So I do low, medium, high. I'm going to add that. And now I'm going to hit OK. And I'm going to add that as a custom list. I'm going to go over to my custom list, do low, medium, high. I'm going to hit OK. And watch what happens. Boom. I've got all my lows, then my mediums, then my highs. I've created a custom sort. And this works the same for days of the week because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is not necessarily in alphabetical order, but you can create an order. In fact, if you go back and look at data sort, it's actually got, under custom list, it actually has a days of the week. It's got a months of the year. So that's going to help you. It's already got some built-in custom sorts. But if you want to do additional custom sorts, you can certainly do that. For example, if you're sorting people by their annual evaluation, and annual evaluations may have things like below average, average, good, excellent, outstanding. Well, those aren't in alphabetical order, but if you want them sorted that way, you can create a custom sort list. So the previous sort that we did was what we call a vertical sort. When we did our sort by options, it gave us options to sort by different columns. We picked a column, we sorted all of our data by that particular column. So for example, if I click on anywhere in this data range, I go to sort, it identifies the range because I've already done this before. And you notice that my sort by options over here are all columns. In this case, I may not actually want to sort by column. I may want to sort by row. Because in this case, I've got my names of each of my people, and maybe what I want to do is sort by last name, or I may want to sort by sales highest to lowest. And let's say that's what we want. How do we sort by row instead of by column? Well, it's pretty simple. If we go over to our dialog box and look at the top row, over here, almost all the way to the right, is something called Options. When I click on Options, it's going to give me a drop-down window, and it allows me to change my orientation from sorting top to bottom to sorting left to right. So what I'm going to do is I want to sort left to right, and I'm going to click this, and I'll click OK, and it's going to change my options in my sort by box. And sure enough, when I go to sort by, I can now sort by row. So I'm going to sort by row 7. Which is my sales row. Now watch what happens when I say OK. Okay, it did some weird things for me here. One of the things it did is it sorted, but look what it did. It put my sales way out here to the right. Why did it do that? Well, when I change it to sort by row, it doesn't give me the option to identify row headers. If you recall when we had sort by column, I could tell it that the first row in my range were headers. I didn't get a chance to do that here. And in fact, if we go back and look at the box, and let's undo all this, we go back and look at my sort box. If I click on sort left to right and hit OK, this box is no longer available for me. I cannot click. I can click all day long. I cannot turn that on. So if I sort this where I've highlighted the actual row names, I'm not going to get the results I want. So I have to get out of this and change the range that I'm going to sort by. So I'm going to leave those sort of row headers, if you want to call them that. I'm going to leave those unhighlighted, and I'm going to sort this range here. So now when I go to sort, and I pick options, and I go sort left to right, okay. I still can't choose this, but when I go and choose to sort by row 7, it's going to leave these right here, and it's only going to sort the stuff that's highlighted. So I hit OK. Sure enough, I now have sorted, actually it's smallest to largest. I can change that, of course. I can go resort this, sort. I can say I want to do largest to smallest, and I can hit OK, and it's going to do largest to smallest for me. So that's another way we can sort when our data is in a horizontal format instead of a vertical format. Hopefully this was helpful. And if you like it, we ask you to subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we'll see you real soon right here on Stuff in Excel.